So me and Kim have been talking for a while, and Kim has this hardcore obsession with like comic book stuff and basically anything that to do with that. Basically, I'm like into comic books, but like not as hardcore as she is. I'm more into the film. I said film, like comic book films.
Oh, you didn't. You said I'm more into. You said you're into comic.
I was about to say comic. I was about to correct myself.
That's good, because that's offensive to us actual comic book nerds.
So we went to see Suicide Squad the other day, and we wanted to talk about what our opinion was, because everyone was so opinionated about this film.
Everyone.
And I know it's been a little while since it came out, and everyone's had their 2 cents about it. And so we wanted to let you guys know what we thought of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Let's start off with one thing you really liked about Suicide Squad.
Deadshot. Will Smith. I think that's everyone's general feeling between him and of Margot Robbie playing Harlequin. Those two kind of stole the scenes.
Pretty much.
They were very strong characters.
I quite liked the Joker as well, though.
I thought it was
he
really
wasn't
good.
he wasn't in it very much, but when he was, it was like really like
What I liked about this Joker is that other Jokers in the past that I've watched, it's never translated from the comic books, where it's like, this is why people will follow them and their crazy schemes.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I haven't read the comic books, but even from just watching the films, the previous Joker, it was a bit like, why are people even listening to you or following you? Whereas what I really liked about this one is that Harlequin made him look really desirable.
Yeah.
Like before he wasn't desirable at all. Like you're like, why would anyone ever like him? But then because Harlequin was so obsessed with him, it kind of made like he was suave and he was charming, and it was really weird to be like attracted to the Joker. But
Jared Leto brought a certain something that was like that kind of like cult leader.
So what's one thing you really didn't like about Suicide Squad?
The third act. I have to say, the whole, like, it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. It just ramped up randomly. It was told in a really bizarre way. The whole thing with Enchantress being, like, the actual... It kind of made no sense, because it was like, wait a second. She, what's her name? No, the black lady played by Viola Davis.
I don't know what her name was in the actual movie.
I can't, it's literally flown out of my head.
It's fine, just go on.
But she brought this team of people together, basically using the Enchantress, so being like, that power, like, look at what we can do with these people, we can control them, blah blah blah. And then she ends up creating her own evil. Like,
what was this team meant to do before the Enchantress? Because it almost felt like,
what were they gonna go do actually? Like,
they never explained that. Like,
when were they going to get brought together? Like, it would have made more sense if the Joker was the antagonist in this movie. I felt like the initial bits where they were like doing the whole origin story, but like in little like clips. It felt like comic book splash pages.
Yeah,
where
I really
liked
like that.
Colorful and bright, and it was like, this person did this. This is what they are good at. Blah blah blah.
A lot of people didn't like Harlequin's backstory towards, like, throughout the movie, because you know how they randomly kept putting them in.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the reason why they kept putting in those backstories was because they had to edit out a lot, because
they had to cut down a lot.
A lot of the stuff was too abusive, and they thought people would find it slightly offensive. I thought it was, I suppose it was a bit trippy. It was a bit...
People need to start determining between fiction and actual fact. Like this is just fiction and something that's written. It's not reality, and in no way like will it promote people to do the same thing.
I feel like if you watch a movie and you feel like it's going to promote something, it's like there's so much happens in movies, and it's like if someone wants to be a certain way, they're gonna find something to look up to be that way. Like, it doesn't take one movie to switch them and be like, oh, I finally opened my eyes to this thing. Like, that thing is always in that person. So one of the things that a lot of people didn't like about the movie was the jokes, and I had to agree.
What jokes?
Like, I don't know if you know exactly. Oh my god, that's the answer. But like throughout the movie, I don't know if you noticed, like they kept trying to slip in these jokes, and they just kept falling absolutely flat.
Amanda Waller, the black lady's name.
Randomly came up. Like, what some people said as well is that they watched Deadpool and tried to make it similar to Deadpool jokes, so they refilmed some stuff and apparently tried to put in some jokes.
What was the rating of this one? I didn't even notice, because both of us are now over 18, so we can just stroll into any movie.
Oh, it's a 15. That's cool. I like
cool.
that.
I
Because
understand.
one thing I liked about Suicide Squad, it was so different from the Marvel movies, because I love DC because it's just so dark, and like even the superheroes are a little bit dark, a little bit like Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Let us know if you really enjoyed this, and we'll definitely do more of these. We're thinking about making it into a podcast. Yeah, that was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know if you want to see more of it. Comment down below and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for watching.
Bye!